Hey, welcome back to another episode of Flyable Fab. I'm Blake, and in today's episode, we're going to try to tune up the carb on the 72 Dodge Demon project that I got going on here. So in the last episode, I was trying to get the carb completely finished, but fuel lines and ran into some other issues. Wasn't able to get it done. So car runs, carb works, it's just not tuned right. So let's tune it up and see if we can't take it for a little drive and see how she works. So it's already running way better, but the big issue I'm having right now is I think I got my, I have this set up wrong. I'm not getting full throttle on the pedal where I should be getting full throttle. And I looked at a bunch of pictures, seeing where my throttle cable hooks up, and I'm just gonna try a couple different positions on the linkage here and see if I can't make it get wide open throttle with the pedal. So from the what pictures I saw, most people had their linkages hooked up down here, and that should give me a little more pull, so hopefully that works out. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is end up getting a universal throttle cable kit. I just want this to work for now. Even if I get close to full throttle, at least I can drive.
Hell yes.
'Cause yeah, this isn't exactly right. I got a lot of play on the linkage. That feels a little better. Looks a little better too. Block the pedal. Big chunk of steel. Let's see how much extra slack we got. Oh, that's perfect. That's wide open. Okay, that's done. Now, I'm going to adjust my idle. Been watching a lot of Uncle Tony, old Carburetor Jesus on YouTube.
More carburetor stuff. So every time we do one of these carburetor videos, we always get really good feedback.
Dude, brilliant. Teach you everything you need to know about carbs ever. So tightening my idle screws all the way, I'm gonna back off one, about a quarter to a half turn. One, quarter to a half turn. I think we're ready to fire it up and let it idle, come to temperature, and get some heat into it and start getting the idles set, and try to adjust this accelerator pump. It feels all right. Like they say, you don't really want any play in it. Oh, I see. So I think I found an issue with my accelerator pump. All right, so I think I found an issue with my accelerator pump is I can push it up, and so there's too much down on the pump itself. So fuel's going to be squirting out right to start with, and it's not going to be giving me, I think it's going to mess with absolutely everything. So we'll get that done up. And have a quick double check on everything else. I think the choke's adjusted okay, but yeah, let's do that. So you take 2 3/8 wrenches. I don't have 2 3/8 wrenches. I have an all 16ths and a socket. So let's do that. And to raise the pump, I want to tighten tighten the bolt and the spring. So right there, I can feel there's some play in it, and I can feel the tension, and when I push down on it, I can hear a squirter. So now I'm going to want to back off the other way. Just start going bit by bit, adjusting tension on the accelerator pump here. So I've been watching a lot of Uncle Tony videos, and just on carb sizing and things like that. So I don't believe that the other carb I'm giving away was so much oversized as it was just the wrong carb for the car. And it probably just needs a really good tune-up, a carb cleaning kit, because it sat with gas in it several times, pretty much every winter since we had it, that was the reason. So I think that's it. Okay. All right, so that's going to be my basic setup for this. We'll start it up, we'll get some heat into the motor, and then I'll start playing with the idles a little bit more and trying to get it dialed in and take it for a drive and get some revs in it and see how she handles. She's definitely flooded now. Might be a big old backfire. We'll see. I'm not gonna lie, this is way simpler, way easier than I ever expected. I literally watched a couple of videos about setting your idle screws on your metering block up here. I switched that to the right hole and adjusted my accelerator pump, and I think we're pretty much dialed. I've never seen this car idle so easily. Even when we had it done by mechanics at in our hometown after we got this car done with that Speed Demon carb, it never worked properly on this car. And we always had to sit in the car and let it warm up for like 5 minutes, keeping the car running. I've never had it start up and just idle. Definitely not at lower RPM like that. Like, I don't think I have to touch anything. Let's go for a drive. I'm really excited. All right, let's go for a little cruise. Brakes are still hard. I'm having big vacuum line issues here, so I have to reroute all my vacuum lines, and I'm sure that's going to affect the running of this car as well. But yeah, let's put some heat in the motor and go for a little rip. It's gonna be hard for me to shift with it too. Co-pilot sure would be nice. Oh, so far so good. Brakes are still super hard, like I'm pushing down concrete. Don't see any smoke coming out the back. I guess time will tell. I'm just going to keep farting around with it, fine tuning, drive it, tune it, and then I'm going to order some new vacuum lines and then try to reroute all my vacuum lines, because I think that's causing my next big issue here. I think everything's teed off, and it's set up wrong. I was on Uncle Tony's live stream asking him some questions, and him and his buddy, they sure were confused when I asked my question. They're just like, no, that should not be doing it. You have a major routing issue. So time to diagnose a routing issue. So if you know how these 340 small blocks are supposed to be routed, I'm sure would appreciate some help, because trying to find information on them is very difficult. And yeah, remember, click subscribe for your chance to win that carburetor. Still a good carb, just the wrong one for this car. So until next time, see you later.